Styles is phenomenal. But this year has not been his year. Yes, he's held a title almost all fucking year, whether it's the WWE title or the United States title. But he just hasn't been the AJ Styles that everybody knows. So, like, for him, you said what, number 3, 4?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3, yeah, he should be a lot lower than that.
Daniel Bryan comes in at number 2.
Wow.
Yeah, and you want who's number 1? This burnt me the fuck up because there's no way in hell that this guy had a number 1 kind of, even by just watching Raw the other night. I know this
John Cena.
Seth fucking Rollins.
Seth Rollins top 5.
No,
but
not even top 5.
No.
I'd put him in top 20, I guess. Maybe 16 or 15.
Seth Rollins is freaking good, man.
Cody Rhodes has done. Look, I can go through. I can find like 5 guys in this list on the top. Cody Rhodes has had a better year. Jay Lethal's had a better year. Adam Cole's had a better year. John Moxley's had a better year. Will Ospreay, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kenny Omega, Johnny Gargano, Kazuchika. Actually, everybody under him has done better than he has this last year.
Except Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns can go to hell. He doesn't even exist to me anymore.
Wow. Just wow.
I just Thanos'd him. He's gone.
There it is. The stupidest thing I've heard all goddamn day.
That's got to be the stupidest thing of the month. Hell, stupidest thing of the year. That wins stupidest thing of the year.
There it is. There's the number 1 for you right there.
Fucking stupidest shit of the year. That beats the power. That beats the Starship Pain. Like, that beats everything. You know.
We need to get together. It's the end of the year, bro. You know what that means? The Golden Turnbuckle Award.
We do need to do at least one more show this year because I don't know if I'm going to make. I'll have to keep an eye and see if I'm going to make it the next one or not. But we will have something up regardless. Even if you have to have a clip show, I was thinking about putting the clips of interviews together or something.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do something soon. So next up, because I need to get through the rest of this before I get out of here, because I don't have to work in the morning. I got church in the morning, so. Next up, AEW announces next pay-per-view in February, Revolution. You weren't here for it, but they announced they're going to be doing quarterly pay-per-views, 4 pay-per-views a year.
I heard that.
I think it's a good fucking thing. I'm really happy about that.
It gives them a lot of time to build up. And
to build.
Yeah.
I think that it's a great idea because it gives them all the time in the world to fucking build. The matches are going to mean more.
I personally, if they're going to do it like that, I would like to see it every 2 months. But AEW is a freaking awesome product. I think doing it that way, they can still build like amazing storylines building up into their pay-per-views.
I think these pay-per-views are going to mean a whole lot more by giving us a 3-month span. We're going to be chomping at the bit by the end of that 3rd month.
And AEW, if anybody happens to be listening, Cody, Khan, Bucks, anybody, please, for the love of God, quit giving Chicago all your fucking pay-per-views.
Hold on. Before we get into that, we're going to talk about that after this next story. I already got a thing pulled up for it. I already know what I'm going to say. We'll go into the full Chicago thing and end the show on that. But I've got a rebuttal, you know. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. The logo looks really cool. I'm looking forward to see what happens with it. I think it's going to be a good pay-per-view.
All these WWE marks out there, I've been reading them. Like, I've been looking at the comments and all that. I've been floating under the radar the last month or so, but I've been watching. I've been following the Twitters and all that good stuff. I'm active out there. But, like, everyone's all, these WWE marks are all, they just took Evolution and put an R on it. The lettering and everything's the same. They just call it Revolution.
I haven't heard that. That's new for me. I just should have been like...
I've seen it in quite a few places, and I was like, get the fuck over yourselves. Like,
I just would have
everybody's going to try to...
I just would have said, you're stupid.
like AEW will do it better. Even if they did knock it off from WWE, it's probably a good thing because they're going to do it better.
Oh, man. They will do it better, just like they do everything else. Jim Ross has never backed down from giving his opinion on anything on his podcast, Grilling JR. Ross said that wrestling is an art form and is nothing like the NFL, and has advocated for the use of steroids in pro wrestling. Recently, this is another announcement, Robert Roode and Primo Colon were given 30-day suspensions due to violating the WWE wellness policy. The wellness policy states that the non-medical use and associated abuse of prescription medications and performance-enhancing drugs, as well as the use, possession, and or distribution of illegal drugs by WWE talent, are unacceptable and prohibited by the policy, as is the use of masking agents or diuretics taken to conceal or obscure the use of prohibited drugs. That's the WWE wellness policy. Ross gave his point of view on the use of steroids in professional wrestling by saying, and I quote, I'm going to try and do a Ross impression. Look, it's a performance art. It's not the NFL, and I'm not so sure it makes the shit even in the NFL. It has the same negative baggage that marijuana has. It has not been accepted widely, mass appeal. It has not been accepted widely enough to get that, okay, it's all right. Pro wrestling is indeed an art form or performance art rather than a sport. And there's been a long-running debate whether wrestlers should be allowed to take steroids. I don't know, JR. I might not be able to agree with you here, you know.
I disagree because, yes, it is an art. Yes, it does enhance their performance. Who doesn't want to see two freaking yoked out freaking mastodons freaking smashing each other? But also you run the risk of said mastodon overdoing it and killing his whole family, or freaking harming someone because he flies into a roid rage, harms his opponents. Who's to say he doesn't snap in the ring one night and take it out on a fan sitting at ringside?
Yeah.
So, I see the good and the bad in it. I just feel the bad severely outweighs the good in this case.
If they had a steroid injection of some sort that didn't have the side effect of roid rage and, you know, the mood swings and the aggressiveness and such, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't think there is one. If there is, I've never heard of it, so if you guys want to let me know, definitely let me know, but you know, I just think that it's just too risky. I get what he's saying, and yeah, you want your guys to be good. They're independent contractors, and they should be allowed to be at the very top peak physical performance and top peak physical look for the kind of job they have to perform. So I understand that. God gets some WD-40 for that motherfucker. But no, I understand it to an extent. It's just the risk is too high. You know, as we talk about Chris Benoit earlier in the show, yes, it's terrible what happened, and yes, we're still Benoit fans, but the fact is it was mostly caused by traumatic head injuries and steroids. So,
yeah.
You know, I think that it's a bad idea, and I think that honestly steroids probably should be kept out, you know. God damn it. Close that fucking door. So
yeah, I agree completely with that.
So as we hit our main event of the evening, basically we're going to address the people bitching about AEW going back to Chicago. So I'm guessing that unfortunately you're one of the people bitching about AEW going back to Chicago again.
I am 100% bitching about it. Like, I get it. They have a plaque on their freaking center in the Sears Center or whatever. Chicago's the birthplace of AEW. That's all good. If you want to do your all in or all out, whatever you're going to call it from now on, if you want to do that pay-per-view there every year, have at it. Give other cities a chance for your other pay-per-views instead of every other pay-per-view, or freaking having Dynamite hosted there freaking 5 times a freaking year. I just feel you're not giving other cities a chance, and it's kind of horse shit. And I've heard NXT is almost fully a Full Sail University, but they've also, like, their pay-per-views and all that are always in different places and stuff.
You're stupid. Okay, there's my response. Just wanted to get that out.
So let's hear your rebuttal, Mr. Swallowman.
That was my response. You're stupid. That's what I said. No, so basically the response to that is, fact is Chicago is the birthplace of AEW. Fact is, if you want to build upon a brand, you're 10 weeks into said brand, really. You're going to want to build in an area. Get yourself a home locale. What did WWF do with New York? They made Madison Square Garden the home, the birthplace.
I know, but they didn't have every other fucking pay-per-view.
They did. Go back and watch. That's exactly what they did. Fuck. I mean, the first couple of WrestleManias were at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, I know. And like I said, if they want to have their big show there, then I'm all for that. But give when you're doing Fyter Fest or Fight for the Fallen or whatever.
Fyter Fest was in Florida. Fight for the Fallen was in Jacksonville.
I'm saying you have the whole United States. You're secluding the rest of your viewing audience because not everybody's going to be able to go to Chicago. It's not fair that people in Arizona or Oregon or states on this side that aren't fucking Chicago or fucking Florida, we're not going to get the chance to see them because we want to stay in the birthplace.
Okay, just a quick thing. Maybe you all shouldn't fucking suck and live on the West Coast. I can't help that you all shit and live on the West Coast.
Maybe you shouldn't live in the dick of the United States.
You know what? We're the dick. You're the asshole. I'd rather be the dick. Just saying.
California is the asshole, and I no longer live there. I'm in the taint now. I'm in Arizona.
Okay, but anyways. No, I think there's touring the Northeast right now and kind of the Midwest. They're still getting that together. Give them some time. They're 12 weeks into this show. 12 weeks into really AEW.
In 12 weeks tours, they've had All Out there. They're having this Revolution pay-per-view there, and they've hosted a Dynamite there. Come on, give other cities
Chicago
a chance.
is their best numbers right now. And the fact is they're new. They're working on a schedule. They're working on a tour. Their birthplaces in Chicago, their best numbers are there when they run it there. I mean, it's a smart thing to do. Personally, I do see what you're saying. And I do think eventually they will expand, but they're 12 weeks old. You got to give them more time. They're going to start doing,
All right. I will seal the lid on my bitching about this. But if at this time next year we're in the same boat, that can of worms is going to be reopened all over everybody.
That's a deal. That's a deal. I can understand that. Give them some time. People are bitching about it, but they have to remember WWE can do that because they've got 60 years plus experience in the business. These guys have got 12 weeks, 13 weeks in the business. Now, I mean,
touché.
Collectively, they've all had their, but I know that Shad Khan has got money in this. Obviously, he's given them a budget. They have to work within that budget. They're making money. They're seeing how this is going to go or where they're going to go. What towns are making the most money? What towns are making the least? And they're mapping out their future tours. So they just need a little more time. They need a little more, planning. I mean, we all are pretty critical of AEW, but we have to remember they're 12 weeks old. They're not 62 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I think that by this time next year, buddy, are you slow clapping?
I am.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I thought we were gonna slap some cheeks together or something, but we're gonna eat some cheeks. But
nah, you get the slow clap because your rebuttal made sense, and I can agree with it.
My rebuttal always makes sense. # Team Cody. But no.
# Team Kenny.
Fuck you! But we're fixing to be getting out of here, guys. Getting a little late.
Since no one popped in the chat tonight, I know most of you guys are used to us doing the off-air shows. So our contest will continue.